What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Orange Friday, and welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel and the Hum Baby Baseball podcast. And today we got to catch up on some Giants news that's been going on over the past week or so. Playoffs have been going strong. We'll check up on the playoffs. I believe the Padres and Dodgers are just getting underway, so we definitely want to check up on the playoffs here. It is October 14th right now, so we'll give my thoughts on all of that, as well as what's going on in baseball. We got to talk about Pete Putila. Okay, the San Francisco Giants have hired a new general manager, so we have to figure out what's going on. Who the hell is this? Replacing Scott Harris, former Houston Astros front office guy, Pete Putila. Okay, if I'm saying that right. So I want to thank everyone for jumping in. Logan M, Babe Rocks, Tyler Burbeck, Zendava, and Logan M. What's going on, Zendava? What's going on? How you doing today? How's everyone on this Friday? Okay, and let's jump into things today. And this is just going to be like back-to-back, boom, 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 lots of topics to talk about. The Dodgers and the Padres have gotten underway. No score in that one. And that's going to be interesting. The Atlanta Braves and the Phillies will be playing. The Phillies lead that series 2-1. The Astros and Seattle Mariners, well, the Astros lead that series 2-0. They're taking care of business. And the Yankees and Guardians are tied 1-1. Let's go, Cleveland. And we'll see. So, wow, not a whole lot of teams left. We are getting closer and closer to that fall classic, and it's going to be super fun. Padres, Phillies. You want them for the National League Championship Series? That could easily happen. So many possible matchups. I guess if you went for the obvious favorites, probably Yankees, Dodgers, but wouldn't it be something if it's like the Indians, or excuse me, the Guardians and the Phillies? That would be crazy. Or even, let's say the Mariners and the Phillies, based on where they were a couple years ago. Mariners versus Phillies would be wild to have that World Series. So really interesting what's going on in the playoffs. Aaron Judge, lots of rumors going on. MadBum, Bochy, Jock. We need Bochy back. So we'll go ahead and get started really quick. I do have a clip of Pete Putila speaking. He is the new GM for the Giants, replacing Scott Harris, who was hired by the Detroit Tigers to be their president of baseball operations. And, this is his 12th season. This is going to be his 13th year in the big leagues. He's been with the Astros for 12 years, 3 as an assistant general manager. He's going to be the GM right now. I don't know what this means. I mean, it's a name like Scott Harris. Did Scott Harris mean anything to me? We don't really know their mistakes. And, it's not like players on the field. We know who makes an error. We know who strikes out. We know that. But in the front office, I mean, who decides? When a draft pick is a bust, do we blame like the GM or do we blame Farhan? I kind of blame Farhan for everything, and I praise Farhan for everything when things go well. So I don't know what it all means, but he is the new GM, Pete Putila, and we do have some clips here from Farhan. Farhan, how you doing today?
One of the things, as I mentioned in the quote in our press release, that really excited about Pete is the fact that he has an extensive background in player development. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're limiting the scope to the minor leagues. We've talked a lot over the last couple of years about how much we value continued player development through and including the major league level, and think players can continue to improve. And that's really been a point of emphasis throughout Pete's very successful career with the Astros.
In terms of the versatility with the roster, it definitely jumps out, and it allows you to optimize the lineup, the matchups, and I think that's really important. It's something that we focused on a lot with the Astros, trying to create versatile players just to be able to get them into the lineup. And, I think something that jumps out about the roster here is just the depth, and, the roster doesn't fall off a cliff anywhere. And I think that's important because as you add players to that, I think you see gains pretty quickly. So I think just the continuous.
He said the roster doesn't fall off a cliff. The roster doesn't fall off a cliff, ladies and gents. You know, I mean, he has to say that. What are you going to say? I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's right. I hope he's right. I certainly hope he's right. But I mean, you have to say, imagine, getting hired as a new GM for a team. Yeah, man, our roster needs a lot of work. We really suck. I mean, we don't have enough offense. But I mean, at least you're being honest. You know what I'm saying? We need help with the bullpen. This roster is not very deep at all. And we need a lot of work. And it's going to be a long time, fans. Y'all need to be patient. We're going to suck for a while. What? He is a young man. Oh, well, he's got to be in his 20s. Have you looked in his 20s? Maybe he's in his 30s. I guess he's got to be in his 30s based on his experience. He's got to be 30, 33, but let's see. 33, exactly, 33. 33 years of age. Has anyone else seen a black screen? Is this audio only today? Are we audio only? On this stream? Yeah, Farhan's number one command, President of Baseball Operations, full control. Of course, I mean, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Black end. Oh, really? You guys see a black end? A black screen? I see myself. Did you see the video of Farhan when I played the video of Farhan? Let me ask you that. I see myself clear as day. Clear as day. And why didn't anyone else tell me there was a black screen when I started? That's what I'm curious about. Can somebody tell me what's going on so I can fix it? Is it really a black screen, or does anybody see me? I'm going to go to YouTube and look at my own.
I wish that Shaq.
It's an ad. I gotta watch an ad on my own channel. Oh, I see. It's not completely black. You see the side there. Why am I black? Let me. What about now? That is weird. Stop cam. I stopped the cam. Stop the cam. Now you see home baby, right? Now back. Boom. Now what? Stop the cam. Stop the cam. Now you see home baby, right? Now back. Boom. Still black screen. Son of a bitch. Why? Why do I see myself? Stop the screen. You don't. What did I just do? Settings. Huh. You know what? Maybe there's nothing I can do about it. That's really odd. Why I can see myself and y'all can't. It's really weird. Very odd. Now, you can see me now. Can you see me now? Was I here at the beginning? Let me ask you that. No, I've been black screen the whole time. No one even said anything. I wonder what happened. That was quite odd. Yeah, I'm orange. It's Orange Friday. I'm orange for nothing. Y'all can't even see me. But yeah, we do got a new GM, Fable JVC. Name is Pete Putila, and 33 years of age. Says, I'm very excited for the opportunity and look forward to collaborating with Farhan and the leadership team. I'm both humbled and eager to continue building the winning culture our fans expect and deserve. The most PR statement in the history of PR statements. It was printed out, like of a machine. No one just says no one just speaks freely anymore. But hey, so we really got nothing on that. I don't know what else to say about that. No score in the Dodgers-Padres game. A little bit of update there. We'll keep you up to date on that one. There's another article. Crap. If I can get this article here. This article here. Thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, Black Friday with the black screen. Thank you, Brady Domina. I appreciate it. With the pumpkin outfit. Giants announcer has heard there's tension between Aaron Judge and the Yankees. Well, we already knew Judge may be on the way out. San Francisco Giants broadcaster joined TK show to discuss his expectation for the offseason, Giants offseason, Aaron Judge, and more so. The man with the plan. There's Dave Fleming right there. Already hired Pete Putila. Fans are probably more curious about what players we'll add. Dave Fleming stopped by. We can just read what he said. I think if you look at the Dodgers as a sort of model, because that's where Farhan came from, you use that as frame of reference for how Farhan likes to think. They got criticized for a while for not making a big move, not making a big deal. Fleming went on to say that the Dodgers refused to make several big splashy trades until they got to a place where they were consistently winning 100-plus games. My guess is the easiest way to do it is with an impactful move or two as opposed to 6 or 7. Well, obviously, we're not going to make 6 or 7 really big, impactful moves. It's not. That's what the Dodgers do. Player development still is the avenue on getting this team to a different level consistently. Player development. And player development is huge. And that's how we won a bunch of World Series. We didn't win those World Series unless you count Zito in 2012. He kind of helped us. But most of the guys that really helped us were either guys that we developed as pitchers or guys we got on waivers or just random dudes we picked up or not massive contracts. And that was a long time. It's been 10 years plus now, but I'm just saying. And we will be signing big dudes. I don't know about Judge. It's clear that the Giants' incredible success with aggressive platooning in 21 was much less successful in 2022. Fleming was clear that inside the clubhouse, especially between Zaidi and Kapler, there is a restlessness to come back swinging next year. A big part of that will likely require signing 1 or 2 anchor players who are in the lineup every day. There you go right there. What about Judge? Fleming said, I've heard there's some underlying tension between Judge and the Yankees. If Judge says, I want to go somewhere else because I feel like they did me wrong, then the Giants are a very viable option. So that's what he says. Fleming, I know he's just the announcer, but he's around every day. He knows all these guys. Maybe he's just saying what he has to say to keep us excited. This kind of stuff does happen from time to time. Almost every offseason, there's a big free agent we get excited about. We never get him. It happened with Judge's teammate. What's his name? Giancarlo Stanton. It's happened with Bryce Harper. It happens with these offensive players, and we almost never get them. So I'm not keeping my hopes up, but I don't think we're definitely not the least likely team to get him. That would be the Pirates. Back to the chat. We are back here. Orange Friday. Jesus Christ, my King. Otani, oh my gosh. We're going to get to all of the stuff you're talking about. I know you ain't going nowhere. Giants need to keep Rodon. Go after, why? Oh, there's no reason for a big camera on a chess stream. Nobody's trying to look at me. We're always in for these big players to never get them. That's what I'm saying. So the other thing, just to answer the question about Jock Peterson, Jock is gone. Jock is gone. What was the there's a one with the Athletic. I don't know if I'm supposed to read those because you have to have a subscription. Let me try to see if I can get it though. What was the question about Jock earlier? Somebody asked me a question about Jock. Jock Instagram. Oh, it's Instagram. Okay, let's see if is there an article or anything on that? What did he say on Instagram precisely? This is all old stuff. Jock Instagram. Maybe we should go straight to his Instagram. What exactly did he say? Did I miss it? Should I jump on Twitter? Nice pictures. Oh, that pizza looks bomb right there from Jock. What did Jock say? Can you give me some kind of link or something? Because honestly, I missed that news. Jock Instagram posts. Jock Peterson. Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I don't know how it works, to be honest. I mean, I may have an account or something, but I don't post on there. This doesn't seem to be breaking news. I can't find anything about what he said. You might have to just tell me. Just trying to see if somebody talked about it. Oh, Humby baseball. My uncle got the Alaska Airlines 8 through 20 Giants livery. Oh. What is going on, Macchiano? The Padres have taken the lead 1-0. 1-0 Padres on a base hit from Jake Cronenworth. So the Padres are up 1-0. Keep an eye on there. You're going Correa and Judge. Yeah, Jock posted a story of his son asking to play the chop and missing it. Oh, that's not too much of a indication that he's necessarily leaving. That's just saying he misses Atlanta, unless he wants to go. I mean, I guess you're saying he wants to go back to the Braves, maybe, but I don't think so. He was trolling the Braves fans last year about staying in Atlanta or something, and then he left. He trolls online. He's probably gone, but I wouldn't think anything of it either way. I missed playoff baseball with a video of him hitting a home run in Atlanta. Yeah, that means he wants to be on a winning team. He wants to be on a playoff team. This is his first time, maybe ever, I think ever, that in his major league career that he hasn't been on a postseason team. He usually gets all the way to the World Series lately. So it's understandable, but, you know, he posts. He may be back. Who knows? I doubt it. I kind of think he's gone. I think he's going elsewhere. I think it's a one and done. That's just kind of my thought. It's a one and done. One and done. Then you got Bruce Bochy news. Yes, there is news on Bochy. Bruce Bochy meets with the Texas Rangers amid search for a new manager. I never got the feeling that Bochy wanted to retire. I got the feeling that he was told to retire. And when he gets another chance, where there's only 30 teams, they're not all, ready to hire just anyone. Bochy had a kind of tough last few years with the Giants. At that time, he wasn't the hottest name, but teams start to struggle. Teams start looking for somebody with managerial experience, like the Padres did this year. They did the same thing. Last year, they hired a newcomer. He sucked, and then they went out and got an experienced manager, and look what has happened to them. It seems to have, well, if you just look at that, it seems to have helped. So the Rangers, a team that signed all these free agents, they were looking to do big things, and the opposite happened. Texas Rangers, after that huge offseason with Marcus Semien and whatnot, they may be looking to, Chris Woodward. I think Tony Beasley is interim. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's just an interim manager. Yeah, interim manager. So they're looking for somebody with serious managerial experience to come over here and help this team win. This is what teams do it all the time. Bruce Bochy's on their radar, and apparently he's met with them. Texas Rangers are one of several teams looking to hire a new manager, having fired Chris Woodward in August after close to 3 disappointing seasons. Considered a notable development that general manager Chris Young met with Thursday. He met with Thursday. He met on Thursday with former San Francisco Giants skipper Bruce Bochy. Bochy, 67, stepped away from the dugout in 2019, ending a 13-year run at the helm of the Giants that saw him win 50% of his regular season games. It's not really that great, but what is great is 3 world championships in 5 years. And obviously 12 years with the Padres. He has a ton of experience. Bochy's rumored interest in a comeback has been the source of speculation within the league for some time. He recently added fuel to the fire by telling John Shea, "I'm working for the Giants now, but don't think you can rule anything out." I think he's been one. Remember, he managed France or something in the Baseball World Classic. He's just waiting for an opportunity. He's waiting for that door to open. So John Burstein says no. Why not? Tell me why you think no. I know he has had some heart issues. You think his wife made him retire? Oh, that's what you heard. I don't know. He's not that old. Has he hit even 70? I think he's in his. I'm going to look up his age. I think he's in his 60s still. 67. Yeah, he's 67. I mean, he's just depends on what shape you're in, I guess. 67 is not old, but if you got heart problems, then it could be. I mean, you got freaking Tony La Russa. I think he's going to retire at the end of the year. Tony La Russa's, old as dirt. Tony La Russa's, he's got to be pushing 80, 78 years old. Tony La Russa's 11 years older than Bochy. And, of course, he didn't even make it through the year. Too many health issues. He's just too old. He's just too old, man. Love Tony La Russa, but he is just too old.
Right? He is too old. Yes, too old to manage in baseball. He must retire.
Bring back Bochy. But John says he won't go there. Will Clark, I kind of thought he would. I think he will. I think he'll manage in Texas if they'll let him do what he wants. Fable JVC. Mark McGuire, that's correct. Yeah, a lot of people spell it with the Y. It's actually a W. Mark McGuire. I mean, the only thing you spelled wrong is, I guess, the G would be capitalized, but that's not a big deal. The letters are right. Also felt tension with Farhan Zaidi in Bochy's last season because Bochy probably fought hard to keep Bum fire. I'm sorry, let me. I also felt tension with Farhan Zaidi in Bochy's last season because Bochy probably fought hard to keep Bum fire Farhan Zaidi. He won't offer big contracts. Come on, the Bay only has one team outspending Giants. Tyler Burbank. Bochy's a California guy. Oakland, he may be a California guy, but when you only have one team willing to give you a shot to be a manager again in the big leagues, you take it. You take it. Just like a player. I'm a California guy. If the freaking the Miami Marlins wanted to sign me, Miami Marlins, baby. Of course, now at this point I'm too old, but I'm saying back when I was younger playing baseball, you sign with whoever. Don't mind me. I'm cleaning because my uncle. What's going on, Kayla? Yeah, I did see the players. I did see that. I look at all the comments. I got thousands of comments on those videos, Logan, because they're taking off, which is good. Working on my next documentary now. But yeah, I kind of won't be surprised if I think he's going to sign with the Rangers almost. I felt like it was 50-50 or better. Just the fact that he's meeting with them and the fact that you look at what the Rangers have done the last few years and the fact that they're signing all these players, they're looking at old names just like the Padres did. The Padres did the same thing. You look and you say, wait a minute, we need someone like Bob Melvin because who they have, Jace Tingler? Yeah, no. Pass on Jace Tingler. You can give these guys a chance all you want, but when you suck and you suck and you suck, then you start looking at these names. Does it really matter? Maybe not. But hey, Bob Melvin did come in here and the team made it. And here they are. And then same thing happened to the Mets, right? The Mets had the same situation. The Mets last year, who was their manager? I don't know. I forget his name. I know who it was. Well, originally they called it Carlos Beltran. Then they hired, I can't remember his name. But anyway, they ended up hiring Buck Showalter. And Buck Showalter comes in and look what happened. Luis Rojas. Yeah, Luis Rojas. And Luis Rojas, that didn't work out. So it just happens all the time. You hire a young manager thinking you're doing big things. You suck. Then you go find an experienced manager who has a name. What's going on, Andrew? Yeah, Bogarts is a great player. And obviously that's big for the Red Sox here. If they can keep him, I guess he's what did he sign? I didn't realize did they re-sign him or did he sign an extension? I heard something about it, but to be honest, I didn't hear that was a final decision, but yeah, that's good for the Red Sox. Watching the GOAT and keeping Apex play. Typical Summers. Bochy wasn't even that bad in his final season, so that's what's scary. John says, no, you don't. He earned his stripes, not a new guy. Maybe having a conversation with someone else in the chat, I guess. Are you saying, oh, you're talking to me saying, no, you don't sign with who you signed with? He earned his stripes. He's not a new guy. There's 30 teams. There's 30 teams. If you really want to be a manager, you're right. You don't have to. I earned my stripes. I ain't signing with no one except who I want to. Guess what? There's 5 California teams to choose from. There's 5 California teams. I'm just saying, if he wants to manage, if he has a passion to come back to managing and he's 67 years old, it's now or never. So you're right. He doesn't have to sign with anyone. Nobody has to. It's a free country. But there's only 5 teams in California. You count the Diamondbacks, but if he wants to manage again and the Rangers are offering him a position and he wants to manage again, I would suggest him to take it. Every team has one manager. It's not like a players where they have what 26 man rosters, but then that roster churns like crazy. So you don't understand that? Now there's a name I've not heard in a long time. What do you mean you don't understand it? I don't understand what you don't understand. Eric, who's on our team that we could potentially lose this year? Give me a rundown of the names real quick. Oh, what's up, Jesus Christ? Yeah, we'll check out the roster for sure. And yeah, I don't know. He said he's a California guy. He was born in France. I don't know exactly where he lives, but I mean, I just don't get this. I mean, that's fine. You can say for a fact he's not going to sign with the Rangers, which you don't. Otherwise, he wouldn't meet with them. He wouldn't waste their time. Bruce Bochy has been having interviews with them. He's interested in being a manager again. If he is, which I assume he is, then he may go to the Texas Rangers. He's not freaking God. I mean, I love Bochy, but he's not like, I shall sign with who I want to sign. And I'm a California. Like, what does that mean? If he's such a California guy, why did he play with the Mets? Why did he play with the Astros? I know that was his playing career, but I mean, he'll sign with who he wants to if he wants to manage. I mean, that's just a fortunate scenario. Yeah, the rumors are going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was directed at me. I answered it. I don't know what you're talking about. Like if he wants to Eric again, Kayla, I read your comment just as I was. If he wants to manage again, then he's got to sign with who has an opening and who offers him a job. There's only 5 teams. The Padres don't need him. They have a manager. They're doing great. The Dodgers have Dave Roberts. Now, the Dodgers probably could use Bochy, but he ain't going to sign with the Dodgers. Are you kidding me? He ain't signing with the Dodgers. So, and then you got the A's. He may not even want to sign with the A's right now. But, yeah, and then the Giants and am I missing a team? The Angels. So it's only 5 teams. You can wait for an opening on those 5, or you just manage whoever's offering you a job. If you realize baseball is baseball, man. Love the game, you love the game. You want to manage, you manage. Anyway, let's get to the Giants roster. What's up, Beckett Kong? Beckett Kang? Kang or Kong? I'd love to have Nolan. I know there's only 5 teams and 2 of them are out of the question. Giants and Dodgers, right. He could go back to San Diego, but right now San Diego has a manager that I assume they're happy with. And at his age, if he wants to manage, I mean, he has an opening, you take it. Oakland, okay, maybe. Who's the A's manager right now? I don't even know off the top of my head. The A's manager is, right, Mark Kotze. They just hired him. I don't know if they're happy with him. They're probably going to keep him for a year or 2 more. I think they're signed through 24, so we'll see. If he doesn't work out, the A's certainly would be a team that's interested in him. That would be a nice fit, even though he'd look freaking weird in that green uniform. Angels, D-backs. I don't know. I think I'm just saying, if he's like so good that he can sign with who he wants and he's not interested because he's paid his dues, why is he having meetings? Why have meetings? I wouldn't waste anyone's time. I mean, I don't want to work at McDonald's. All due respect, nothing wrong with that. But if McDonald's like going to come in for an interview, I'm like, I'm good. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to waste your time because I ain't going to take that job. What's up, Nando? Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe. Let's get to the Giants. I was going to do, I don't know if I still will. We may do a exit interview video here coming up where we go through the entire roster. Talked about some of the rumor, not a whole lot. There's rumors that Bochy is meeting with the Rangers as a possibility, but as for the Giants and free agents, not a whole lot of rumors yet. We're, the baseball season, well, the baseball season's over, with the playoffs are still going on. Still 1-0 1-0 Padres. Ha-Seong Kim is at the plate right now against Tony Gonsolin. 1-0 in San Diego. And that series, just want to make sure I'm right before I say, that series is tied at 1. So Dodgers, I think what they scored like 3 runs, even though they had like 1 million hits, they broke some kind of major league record for the most base runners and still losing the game or scoring only 3 runs. They had 3 home runs and a whole bunch of hits and only scored 3 runs. But anyway, that's like Giant style stuff, except we don't hit the home runs. Yeah, this is a big game right here. This is a big game. This is the division series, best of 3. So, excuse me, let me take that back. Best of 5, whoever wins 3 first. Yeah, Judge to Giants. So that'd be insane. Later in Fable, thank you so much. Why have meetings? Consulting on a new manager, exclamation mark, all caps. I'm saying, why would Bochy go? Why you think they're consulting with Bochy? Why is he wasting his time? Are they paying him? Let's see. I'm glad we got you here because you know for 100% fact there's no way that Bochy would sign, even though it says Rangers, Bochy discuss managerial opening. Bruce Bochy meets with the Rangers, and then a direct quote from Bruce Bochy to not leave. What did he say specifically? I don't remember, but basically said anything is possible. You definitely don't close any doors. So I don't understand what's wrong with the Rangers or a Major League Baseball team. I don't get it. So yeah, okay, I'll just say you're right. I'm wrong, and you know. But it's nice. It's just sick, man. I wish I could just know things. That would be sick. But no, I don't know for sure. But apparently he's not going to Texas, so we can just put that topic in the back seat. If Posey were to manage, maybe Aaron Judge would come over. To get Judge to come back, we're looking at a $350 million contract. Anyone know these numbers? That's a lot of money. Oh, MadBum's the other guy. Yeah, MadBum, no. I was going to talk about MadBum a little bit, but I was asked to go over this roster. This is the active roster right here. Some of these guys are going to be free agents. Some of them are going to, a lot of them will be back. All I care about is bringing back Ford Proctor. I mean, we bring back Ford Proctor, 2023 World Series is ours. That's really the key to next season. But that aside, Yaz has to have a bounce back year. I don't know what the heck happened this year. He did finish the year strong. So Yaz has to have a bounce back year. Lamont Wade, we need 21 Wade, not 22 Wade. Austin Slater's pretty consistent, pretty solid. Bring him back. Elliot Ramos, I'm losing hope in this guy. I don't know if he's got what it takes or not. Jock, I think he's gone. Bryce Johnson, very solid player to have. Hopefully he's back in the minor leagues and in the big leagues, a little bit of both. Luis Gonzalez, hopefully that wasn't fool's gold. That little preview we got from Luis Gonzalez, this dude could be legit. Austin Dean, what's up, Brianna? Where do the Mets go from here? Back to New York, regroup, try again. Are they paying him Duh? Well, I don't know. I didn't know that. Man. Who's going to win the World Series next year? Because I'm trying to put some money, though. As long as you're willing to admit that now. Yes, I'm stupid. You're smart. Yeah, that's great clip. Great clip. I think Tommy Huxley knows exactly what it comes from. Jumping into the infielders, Jason Vossler. I like Vossler. He's a good contact hitter, good spray guy, good to have on the team, nice defense. David Villar is a big wild card next year. It's a little bit of a gamble. I mean, I would say the odds are Villar is not going to be a big-time all-star MLB player who hits 35, 40 home runs, but let's hope for the best with Villar. He showed some power. I mean, he ended up the year, his batting average was a bit low. What was it, like 225, 230, 231. He had 9 home runs, 156 at bats, finished the year strong, 2 home runs in a game there towards the end. And we got to bring him back to at least see what we got in David Villar. Longo's going to be an interesting case. The Giants are not going to pick up his option, but they might still bring him back. It's possible. They're acting like that. There is a role for him. Apparently Taylor Jones is on the roster now, protecting Taylor Jones. So he's a guy that we haven't seen much of at all, but maybe Logan M has. I think he used to be with the Astros, so we need to report on him. Wilmer Flores, of course, is the best of the best. We extended him. He'll be back. Love Wilmer. Love Tyro. Tyro was a big leaguer. JD Davis, we'll see what happens with JD, but he was great in the short time he was been here. And Brandon Crawford will be back as maybe his last year with the Giants. Maybe he'll retire after next year. We'll see. Definitely will be a Wall of Famer in the future. Forever Giant all day. Catchers, yeah, like I said, Ford Proctor, got to bring him back. Austin Wynns, got to bring him back. Joey Bart, hopefully is for real. Hopefully we see second half 2021 Joey Bart second half 2022 Joey Bart instead of first half 2022 Joey Bart. You here to announce we sign Aaron Judge and Carlos Correa? I wish so. I wish. Steve says, don't even make a play for Judge, get Trey Turner, and you still have enough left to get a stud starter, stud first baseman, reliever or two. Sometimes it's best to kind of diversify, get more guys than less, instead of putting all your eggs in one basket. Judge gets hurt, Judge gets injured, all of a sudden all that money is tied up on the IL. I'm not saying don't get him. I'm just saying. Agree on Proctor, Slater, drop Craw. Drop Craw! That would hurt, but you're right. I mean, I don't know how much time Craw's got left. Pitchers, let's start from the top. Scott Alexander is bomb. This dude has been awesome. I don't know how long that's going to keep up. It's relatively, it wasn't a tiny sample size. How many innings did he pitch this year? He pitched at least, I don't know. Okay, 17.1. I gave 17.1 innings. But he got a 1.04 ERA. That's a small sample. I don't think he can keep that up all year, but John Brebbia had a decent year, had a few missteps at the end, but I hope Brebbia is back. Alex Cobb was solid this year. Jarrell Cotton has had his moments and his bad moments. Camilo Doval is going to be our closer, and he's nasty, and he's filthy, and he's a dude we want. He's going to be better next year. I think he's having a great year next year. Harleen Garcia had a great first half, slipped off in the second. I think he's all right. I think I'd like to have him back. Sean Jelly's a prospect. He's tall, intimidating looking, but the numbers aren't always there. But, he can be okay. He's a guy who's been coming in the second inning. He seems to do pretty good work here as kind of a non-starter, someone who comes in the second, throws like 2, 3, or 4 innings. Jacob Junis had a nice year for us as a kind of a fifth starter, but we're missing some thump here. We'll get to some thump later here. Zach Littell, Junior Marte, Shelby Miller. Shelby Miller was really good late in the year. Marte and Littell. And Junior Marte, I'm pretty much done with Marte. Luis Ortiz. Okay, there's Rodon. Rodon's going to be a big key. We need to bring him back. Rodriguez, Rogers, Pucky. Not so high on these guys. Rogers was nice while he lasted. Not so sure. Vasquez, Waits, some youngsters. Of course, Logan Webb will be back. And Alex Young was nice. Alex Young was a nice surprise. So there's the roster. Haven't been to Cooperstown. Never been to Cooper. I've been to New York. I haven't been to Cooperstown. Do you think we got a shot at getting Ohtani? No, not really. Tyler Boyd risky. We most likely have to send down prospects like Luciano, Harrison, Matos. But I don't think Jock's coming back. Just my feeling. I could be wrong on that. Lucas Giolito would be amazing. I know he had a down year, but we know what he can do. That's a giant right there. If we can get if Lucas Giolito's stock is low and he's available, by all means, yeah, I would love to get Giolito. I would love to get Giolito. So let's look at the roster. Now, there was talk about Madison Bumgarner in the news. I said that we would discuss that a bit. But can he be traded? Well, I'm sure he can be traded unless he has a no trade clause. But they're hoping to trade him. Reports say they want to trade him in the 2023 season or before. Now, he signed in 2020 for a 5-year deal, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So he signed through 24, not just 23. And they're ready to move on. $2 years, $37 million left. Mike Hazen was asked recently if Bumgarner's spot in the rotation was guaranteed. The season was a little bit challenging. I think in the first half of the season, he was one of our better starting pitchers from a result standpoint. Second half didn't go as well. We've increased the level of competition that exists within the organization in these spots. I do think incumbency probably matters when you're going into spring training, meaning if you're already in the rotation, there's a good chance that you'll stay in the rotation unless you suck, especially with the younger guys that we have. But if the expectation next year is going to be moving the ball forward from where we are right now, we're going to make a decision that we need to make as we need to make them. Making decisions. I want him to be part of the rotation. I want Bum to be one of our 5 coming out next spring, but it's competitive, very competitive. I think competitiveness eliminates complacency. I want our guys to come in ready to go. We set a standard here. We had one meeting and we told every player, you better be ready in spring training. Nothing is guaranteed. Typical comments, but basically Bumgarner, yeah, he's on the hot seat. He got to earn his spot. But yeah, 0.45 WAR per season over the last 3 years. And that would value him at about $4 to $5 million per season. And he's got $37 million left on his contract. Diamondbacks are going to have to eat $27 to $29 million. Or they could include a minor league prospect, which Giants have done before, where you grab a veteran who's getting paid way too much and you also get the prospect with him. Then you usually cut the veteran. I don't think the Giants would do that with Bumgarner because he's a Giants legend. That would be just insulting, but who knows? But yeah, I don't have any interest in bringing Bumgarner back. I want to finish with good memories of Bumgarner. We've only talked positive about him, other than maybe when he gets hurt, in a biking accident. And we're like, "What are you doing, idiot?" But just kidding. I mean, normally we talk nice about. We love Bumgarner. We have great memories. Why bring him back? And he sucks. And then we got to get in the comments like, "Dude, this dude is trash, washed up." No, let some other team say that about him. We don't need to say that about him. I don't see him coming over here and being that great. John says he's done. So that's what's going on there with Bum. We'll see if they can trade him. They might not trade him. They may be stuck with him, but they're going to try to trade him. And around the foghorn, 3 free agents the Giants should target. If it lets me look at it, we got Josh Bell. Holy Moses. It's been time to move on from Brandon Belt for a while now. It just so happens that the first free agent class has some good options for first baseman. Josh Bell would be, yes. Can we get Josh Bell? I know he strikes out a bit, but I mean, just to have a power threat like that in the lineup, that would be sick. You know, his defense might be not be quite as good as Belt, but Brandon Drury, he's looked really nice since he's been over there with the San Diego Padres. And then Aaron Judge. What a real shocker. The 2022 MVP candidate would cost a fortune because of the massive season. 62 bombs, 131 RBIs, 311 batting average, even stole 16 bases. Dude, I think he's going to be a free agent for a while. I don't think he's going to sign until like February, right before spring training. There's going to be negotiations going on and on and on. Unfortunately, I would be surprised if we get him. But that's just the way it is. We don't typically get, no, Bum's not old, but his arm is old. He's been doing it since 2010 in the major leagues. That's 12-year career. He's had a career. I mean, he's 33 years old. He's not, you know, he's not old, but I think his arm has got just a lot of mileage, you know. Just like you get a car, it might not be old, but if you drive it freaking 1,000,000 miles, it's going to get a lot of mileage on it, even if it's not old. Tapping out, Kayla. Yeah, Chucky. I saw someone said earlier you saw my Halloween reviews. I appreciate that. Doing pretty well over there on the other channel. Eric's house. I always come hard on Eric's house in the off season. The regular season, it's tough to find the time. Cody Ross, yeah. Cody Ross seems like a really good dude. And love to bring him back. Not as a player at this point, but maybe he is. I don't even know. Maybe, for all I know, he is an advisor for the Giants. Giants are always bringing back old players. So Tyler Rogers remains firmly in the Giants' late inning plans after a strong finish. He did finish the year strong, but Tyler Rogers is scary, and he just, I don't know. These players these days, they're used to freaking hitting the craziest of fastballs, and when someone comes in, yeah, you may have a little interesting delivery. It's kind of hard to pick up the ball, but once they get used to you, man, major league hitters, I don't know about Tyler Rogers, man. You got to really locate. I know that. If you don't locate, you're done. I mean, he just doesn't have the velocity. Tommy La Stella may be gone. We'll see. I don't think he'll be back, but it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of trades, a lot of action this offseason. Videos, live streams. Keep an eye out. I'll be going live on Fridays. This is the first of many Orange Fridays. Update in the game. It is 1-0. Padres on top in the third inning. Let's go Padres, unless you're a Dodgers fan. I'll be rooting for the Padres here. I'm hoping it's Padres versus, I don't know. Phillies haven't kind of rooting for the underdog there. Let's go Phillies. Phillies, Padres. And over in the American League, I'm kind of going Mariners. Although I will be happy as Dusty Baker, kind of hoping Dusty wins it all at the same time. I'm rooting for Dusty, but I'm also rooting for the Mariners. So that's tough. But I love the Mariners and their young team, really hot. Mariners, Guardians, and we'll see from there if that happens. Kent Matsuda! Today's stream is brought to you by Kent Matsuda!
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're stuck! We suck!
Thank you so much for that. That took care of it. And DFA La Stella, take the loss. Thank you, Kent Matsuda, for that amazing super chat. And Jim Thurkill, no one here is a Dodger fan, brother. Oh, no Dodgers here. Any team over the Dodgers. That's what I'm saying, but I didn't want to disrespect any Dodgers fans. I know y'all are good people, as most of y'all anyway. So, every fan base has its psychopaths too. Taylor Rogers would be amazing. You never know. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But Giants are going to sign. We're going to sign some names this offseason. What those names and who they'll be, I don't know. We're going to sign some names. And look, the super chat is orange. The super chat is orange, at least on my screen. So really happy about that. Ken Matsuda has come through and has funded and literally has taken care of this live stream. $20. And for an hour of work, I'll take that all day long. Thank you so much, Kent Matsuda. You are awesome. That is greatly appreciated. Anyone else looking for it? I do have more. I've been kind of slow on the membership videos. So if you're a member, look forward to more videos. If not, you see that little join button down below. Feel free to check it out. And we'll be back. So that's my update right now. You get my thoughts, boom, 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 on MadBum. Pass. I'd rather just pass on him. My thoughts on Bochy. I originally thought he probably looked like there was a good chance he'd sign with the Rangers as a manager, but John said that ain't happening, so we don't have to worry about that. And also, what was the other big topic? Oh, yeah, the new GM. Honestly, no, I don't know. I don't even know how to judge GMs because we can't see what they're up to up, in there. It would be interesting. Sign a guy, and Farhan's like, this ain't my dude. This Pete right here. This dude sucks. Don't talk to me, but that ain't how it is. Ultimately, Farhan has to approve or disapprove everything. So, Farhan, you're going to get the freaking blame when things go wrong. And I already did log it. You missed it. You missed it. I typed it out for you on that other stream. You must have left before you saw it. Snooze, lose. Just going to have to keep an eye out for the story times. Just keep an eye out, and it'll be all good. I'm going to put it in the chat for you, Logan. Hosnaja, Kayla, John, I love Matt Olson. Yeah, Matt, can we get Matt Olson up in here? Now, I don't know how I didn't look at his exact stats this year, but I know the dude is a beast. I would imagine he had a pretty good year, but I could be wrong on that. So I hadn't heard a whole lot of talk about him this year. Well, he hit 240, a little bit of drop off of last year, but not bad. 34 home runs, 103 RBIs. Yeah. He played it all. You know what's most important? He doesn't get hurt. Matt Olson, I think he's been on the IL once in his career, maybe. He don't get hurt. Let's take him. I'm not messing with you. I answered you. I put it in the chat. I guarantee you I put it in the chat. Maybe it didn't go through or something, but at least I tried to. I legitimately tried to. There you go. I put it in the chat. Let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys so very much for the great support. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. If I win this game, that means Aaron Judge is coming. Aaron Judge is coming to San Francisco. If I win this game, Aaron Judge is coming to San Francisco, ladies and gents. If I win this game, Aaron Judge is coming to the Bay Area next year. If I win this game, it's happening, ladies and gents. Oh, I blundered. Dang it. What did I do that for? We're still good. Oh, my gosh. Just get the queens off the board. Don't have to worry about him. What is going on? What's he going to move to? Let's do here. Here. This is interesting stuff here. Oh, how am I blowing this game? Yeah. Do I look like an idiot? Do I look like an idiot right here? You think I'm not going to see that? What do I got? Stupid written on my face? What is this dude doing? He resigns. That's it. Aaron Judge is coming here. It's official. He resigns. Ladies and gentlemen, do I look like a moron over here? I put it in the stream. If it didn't go through, maybe it didn't go through, but I did type it in. So that's all I can tell you. I did try to type it in. Sometimes it jacks up. So it doesn't matter. I put it in now, so you get it now. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We're coming on an hour. You guys are awesome. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll talk to y'all next freaking time. Peace.
Oh, baby, let's do it again.